cried in the school bathroom today, and I want to talk about it because I feel like poo-poo. I feel like I look like poo-poo. What is my hair doing? Cindy Lou Hoo-Hoo. I do this thing where I keep everything in and then just explodes one day because I kept it in or I didn't process it thoroughly the way that I think that I did. And so I'm just going to talk about it today while I cook dinner. I never share what I eat online very much because I'm just not open to criticism about what I eat because of my history with my eating disorder. Also, I feel like I eat a lot of random things that other people wouldn't find appetizing or that other people would find weird, and so I'm just like, I just won't share it because I don't think anyone really cares or thinks they might eat what I eat. I have a million allergies. But right now, I'm cooking some cauliflower rice. I'm gonna put some water in here just because it won't cook without some liquid. So I'm gonna put some water and some vegetable stock so that I can saute it with some spices. I just keep playing with this bag of water. It's actually so entertaining. I'm gonna cut some lettuce while I talk to you, but you can't see the lettuce because my kitchen is very small because I live in a little tiny studio apartment. So my counter is not long enough to set a camera and show you me chopping. So I'm gonna use this dirty knife that I just pulled out of the sink with all the dirty dishes because I'm not gonna clean it to cut this celery. This is not celery, it's lettuce. I really struggle in Februaries. My birthday's in February and I really struggle on my birthday. My birthday makes me really, really sad, and I hate to be this dramatic where it's like it ruins my whole entire February. It's not even February yet, but just the feeling that I know it's about to be February makes me sad, and it's out of my control, so I try not to judge myself for it, but I do feel judgment towards myself. Really, I'm this dramatic about it that I get sad literally 2 days before February even starts. Like, come on! Why does this need to happen? But again, it's out of my control. I don't wake up in the morning and think February is coming. I must be sad. But this morning I woke up and I just felt sad, and then I looked at the date and I was like, oh, February is coming, and every year around February I feel sad. I need a bowl, but I don't have one, so I'm gonna put this is my bowl right now. We make do, okay? I cook my oatmeal in the morning in a pan and I use pots as bowls, okay? Hashtag college, hashtag resourceful. I've basically never had friends, and so my birthday just feels like this reminder that I don't have a lot of people in my life, and that makes me really, really sad for obvious reasons. The thing is, I'm so happy being alone. 99% of the time, truly, I feel so happy with my life as an introvert and with my life spending a lot of time alone. Like, it does not bother me in general, but on my birthday, for some reason, and around the time of my birthday, it just hits really, really hard that, wow, I would love to have people. I would love to feel celebrated by people, and not just because they feel like they have to, but because they actually want to celebrate me. And I think that it honestly has less to do with other people than I actually make it out to be, you know? I think it roots from me also feeling like maybe I'm not worth being celebrated, and that's obviously a deep-seated insecurity in myself that I need to work through, and it's what is the word? I really tried to use a vocabulary word right now. I really was about to just slide it into my sentence like I knew how to use it, and I don't even know the word. Exacerbated by the fact that other people also aren't celebrating me because I don't have other people, and it just all around makes me so sad. And the thing is, rationally, I know that I can celebrate myself and I don't need other people, and every year I try to celebrate myself and I do things that make me happy on that day, but the thing is, I wake up and I just cry all day. And yes, I can eat the foods that I like and I can go to the beach and stuff like that, but it doesn't take away from the fact that I feel sad on my birthday, and I feel sad basically all of February. It feels like this cloud over my head. I am very familiar with that cloud. You know, I had depression for a long time, so I know what it feels like to just feel this sense of sadness that is out of your control. So the sadness almost feels familiar and comfortable. I don't know if anyone else who has had depression feels this way, but it's easy for me to be sad. Like, that is my comfort zone. That is my go-to because I've lived in that state for so long. I lived in that state for so many years when I had depression and when I was going through recovery and when I was super, super, super anxious. So when I start to slip into this mode in February where I feel really sad, it's really scary for me because I feel like, what if I never come out of it? Because I know how comfortable I can get in that sadness, but at the same time, I'm trying to balance that with allowing myself to feel sad if I'm gonna feel sad, and knowing that it's not gonna last forever, because every year, the week after my birthday, I feel okay again, and I know that it's not gonna last forever, but it's just a scary feeling for me. Yes, I believe that depression was out of my control, and it wasn't that I chose to be depressed, but at the same time, I feel like I am constantly making an active choice to not do the things that I did during that time period that kept me not making progress, if that makes sense, because again, it was out of my control, but there were also decisions that I was making that were keeping me hold down and that were not helping me to get better. So how can I let myself feel sad, let myself feel all the things, and take the time that I need to feel sad and to grieve the fact that I don't have friends and it's going to be another birthday spent alone, but also not let myself do the things that I know will not help me in actually processing the sadness. There's a difference between I'm feeling a little sad this morning, so I'm going to set out an intentional 20 minutes before I go to class to just journal about it or to just breathe through it and allow myself to cry if I want to cry, versus, oh, I'm feeling really sad today, so I'm just going to put on super baggy clothes that are a physical manifestation of me not taking care of myself, me just hiding behind how I actually feel, not processing how I actually feel, and just going into this cave in myself, caving in on myself the way that I did for so many years and the way that is so comfortable for me to do, and just block out the whole world, not talk to anyone, perpetuate all of these thoughts inside my head that I am just, there's something wrong with me, that I'm gonna be sad forever, that the world sucks, that I'm someone that nobody loves. You know, there are active decisions that I can make despite the fact that this sadness is out of my control. That is the point that I'm trying to make. Yes, I wore baggy clothes today, comfy clothes, because that's what I felt like wearing, but there's a difference between that as well and putting on these clothes just to hide behind them. You know, it's all contradictory, and that's the part that I'm struggling with, is that I'm trying to live in the duality of all of it, because it can all exist at once, and I can be happy with my life and happy with the life that I've created and happy with myself, and at the same time feeling a little sad about my life and sad about this loneliness that I feel and sad about the fact that I'll be spending my birthday alone, even though I love being alone and I'm excited to spend my birthday alone and excited to celebrate myself by myself. It doesn't cancel each other out. They're all real feelings that I feel, and I'm trying really hard to live in the duality of that. I'm thinking about booking a trip to San Diego for a couple days on my birthday weekend. My birthday's on a Friday, so I'm thinking about driving down after class, just spending a little weekend by myself, going to the beach and maybe like a Saturday morning run or farmer's market or something like that, and just turning my phone on Do Not Disturb, because that's probably the hardest part. I know my family wants to call me to tell me happy birthday, and they're not just doing it because they think that they have to, even though some of them probably are, but I hate answering all the calls on my birthday. That's one of my least favorite things in the whole world, and the only reason I do it is because I feel rude not doing it. I feel rude not answering people's calls on my birthday. They want to tell me happy birthday, but at the same time, maybe this year I'll have my birthday on my own terms, and I'll say, hey, I'm gonna turn my phone off, and I don't want to call anyone on my birthday, and I hope that you can respect that. I want this birthday to be for me, not about things that I think that I should do that I don't actually want to do, and I just don't like talking to people on my birthday because I'm just sad, and people get sad when they see me sad on my birthday, so then I have to put on a face on my birthday, and I don't want to do that either. So I really just don't want to talk to anyone on my birthday. I think I might just send out a text being like, I know you love me, I appreciate all of you. You can still text it to me and I will see it later, but I'm just not gonna answer any calls today because I need time by myself. Oh, I forgot to tell you what I'm doing for dinner. I put some lettuce and cauliflower with some spices and stir fried it, and then I just added some lentils. Now I'm gonna add some avocado and some sauerkraut, because that is my favorite combination ever. Have you ever had sauerkraut with avocado? Because it's so freaking good. I'm obsessed with sauerkraut right now. Fun fact, this sweatshirt, it says New Orleans, and I thrifted it at Goodwill the day before I went to New Orleans, and I just felt like it was just such perfect timing. And so putting this sweatshirt on this morning made me happy, even though I was feeling sad, because I was like, at least I'm a thrift god. That was so cringy. I've never said that before in my entire life. That was a joke, okay? I've struggled with this my whole life. I'm a very all or nothing thinker. So when I do get sad, it really does feel like this is the only thing I'm gonna feel for the rest of my life. It's never gonna go away. This is now my state of being. And so it's very helpful for me to look for little things that bring me joy throughout the day and just remind myself that, hey, this is one emotion on a spectrum of emotions, and it's not gonna last forever, because it literally never does. Think of a time when one emotion that you had lasted forever. You can't, because it doesn't work like that. Even if your hair is greasy as hell because you haven't washed it in a long time and you're feeling really sad and you just aren't feeling like showing up in this world today, I hope that you can challenge yourself to show up for yourself today, because you deserve to show up for yourself even on those hard days. Think about the little girl or boy or non-binary folk that you were when you were little, and think about them on a really sad day, and think about showing up for them instead. Would you want them to just curl in on their bed, not talk to anyone, and perpetuate these negative thoughts inside their mind like sadness is gonna last forever? No. You would want to hug them. You would want to feed them good food. food. You would want them to go hang out with someone that makes them feel good. You would want to do all these things to take care of them. So take care of yourself the way that you would want to take care of your younger self on a sad day, okay? Have a dance party in your kitchen. No, actually though, I cried in the bathroom and then I went to class feeling just really sad and I wanted to disappear. But then we had to perform a scene that we wrote in class and it put me in such a good mood because I just freaking love performing and love acting, and I'm so glad that the timing of that worked out perfectly because I didn't have to rush to class. I was able to sit in the bathroom and cry, which I very much needed to let it out, or else I don't know what would have happened today. It would have just started coming out on my way to one of my classes at a time that I really didn't want it to, so I'm glad that I processed it in that moment and I was able to. And then I got to go to class and do something that I loved and do something that is an expression of emotion. That's what acting is. And so that was really helpful and just a good reminder that I do have these tools that I can call upon to bring me joy and to express these feelings in a healthy, productive way. And so I hope that you also have those things, and I hope that you can utilize those things today or any day that you feel sad. If you also feel sad on your birthday, it's okay. It's very, very normal, especially if you've lost someone close to you recently or not recently and you wish that they were here with you to celebrate. You know, a lot of times the happiest days can be the saddest days when you're feeling lonely or when you're missing someone, so don't beat yourself up. Give yourself grace. We're all in this together, even if you feel lonely and separate. I love you. That was the worst tutorial of my dinner in the whole world. You probably still don't even know what's in here, but thanks for cooking with me. I'm gonna go eat now. This is me trying to style my curtain bangs without any rollers or any heat products. Hey! I was gonna talk about something serious, but I don't think that I can do that. I don't think you'll take me seriously like this, so I'm gonna come back, but I do have something to say, so wait there, okay? I'll be back. Wow, it worked great! I have no words.